What it could be, hopefully it's what it should be. It's your boy N.O.R.E.
What up, it's DJ EFN.
This is Drink Chats motherfucking Yappy Hour. Make some noise! And right now, you know, as usual, when we started this show, we wanted to do legends. Not only hip-hop legends, but we wanted to do legends in the community, in the entertainment. And when we talk about this brother right here to the left, he could interview Manny Pacquiao better than Manny Pacquiao could act like Manny Pacquiao. He can act, he's comedic, genius, and he has this way of just getting into other people, and he's a dancing maniac. I feel like he's gonna do the new fast flame the other way. You know the flame when they pulled out the thing? Flamiac.
You mean fame.
I said
not flame.
Oh, I said flame. My bad.
Flash dance. We said all the wrong shit.
All the wrong shit. So in case you wanna know the
he's like, he's gonna do Mr. Bojangles.
We talking about the motherfucking legend. I had a ball researching you. I had a ball researching you and just researching all the different characters that you take on, and not only take on, but something that you've been doing lately that has been very essential to the game. Y'all been recapping the verses.
Yeah.
Fat Joe did the best job lately. Did you see Fat Joe's?
No.
When he recapped.
Yeah, he killed it.
You
talking about the audio, like him just explaining it. Talking about the
locks and
Yeah.
He just kept saying, "I can't hide my passion." I said, "Holy shit!" Like that's real hip hop. But what made you and what's my man's name?
Spice
Adams, man, old Spice commercial and all that.
Yeah.
What made y'all get together and say, you know what, we're gonna because at first y'all was recapping like as the guest, right? Yeah, I think you was like Teddy Riley, and
he was Teddy. I was Babyface.
Okay. Yeah. So what made y'all do this?
That was it. The Teddy and the Babyface was the first verses that had a major technical debacle, right?
Right.
And so me and Spice didn't even know each other. We were just fans, and we never met in person. And we were just online, like, yo, he DM'd me. He's like, yo, should we spoof this?
Right.
And that's when they...
Wait.
So random DM without y'all really having a relationship.
We had already, like, commented on each other's shit before and was like, yo, you funny, man. He's like, yo, you funny. Like, we was always showing flowers and giving flowers to each other, but we never worked together or even met in person. We didn't know each other.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
And so that was when IG first had where you could go live with multiple people, which is why they had the verses. And so, we was like, yo, should we spoof this? And he was like,
during the pandemic, correct?
This is during the pandemic.
Okay, cool.
That's when the Teddy and Babyface shit happened. Right. But when we was all inside,
quarantine and shit.
And so he was like, yo, man, we gotta do it. And then he jumped the gun. He was like, yo, I gotta do this as a video. I'm just gonna post it as a sketch. I was like, do that. I'll do one too. And then tomorrow night we'll go live and reenact the whole thing. And people tuned in. And Timbaland and Swizz, they was all tuning in and laughing and shit. So I was like, okay, we got a little something here.
Right.
And then we just kept doing it from there, and it just grew and grew and grew.
Right. So, now, have you done Russell Simmons impersonation since he been Me Too'd?
Gonna go right to it, huh? Just gonna go right to it. No, that's
he outside now. He back outside.
That's disrespectful. Rob Love is with him. Rob Love, you saw Rob?
He's back outside.
Look, that's fucking disrespectful. Okay, you know. You're gonna make me come back. Look, I've been in Bali, you know, getting very, you know, centered, but you're gonna make me come back to Queens. Don't bring the Queen. Don't bring the Queen out, man. Come on, N.O.R.E, you Queens, nigga.
Yes,
You know what it is.
Yeah. Listen, I was glad.
I do a yoga kick over there.
I was glad to see Russell outside because, you know, I don't know. I'm not familiar with the case. I'm not familiar with what's going on. As much as I try to be familiar, it's just certain other.
Yeah, it's a
people.
lot. It's stuff we would never know. Like,
But the fact that when he was over there, it just made him look somewhat more guilty. But so the fact that he's outside and in America, you don't think so? That's what certain people was taking.
I feel like it made him look like, you know, he just wanted to get peaceful
and I want to be where I
zen.
want to be. Yeah.
Huh?
Like he just looked like I'm rich. I want to be where I want to be.
Yeah, he's like, I'm getting away from the bullshit. I'm just gonna be zen with it, and I'm gonna go to Bali and live off the land.
Right. Now you was like the first like cancel culture. Like you had you was on Fox TV and you did something to fuck up piss off the white boys.
Hilarious.
Just the white boys?
Yeah, just the white boys.
Where are you getting your research?
PissOffWhiteBoys.com.
we on frugal.com. It's a totally different thing. It's Black Frugal. You know what I mean?
Come on, man.
No, I'm just playing. But you did have a show.
Yeah,
on
I
Fox.
had a show on Fox.
Before Method Man and Red Man, or this is after?
Oh wow, jabs.
No.
Hey,
no.
Red Meth, y'all my people. Y'all know that, right?
So this is before Method and Red?
No, it's after. It's
After, okay.
Yeah.
So what was the show? Was it sketch comedy?
Yeah, sketch comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, this was back when I was doing a lot of stuff on YouTube. Before everybody was doing the viral Instagram and all that shit. And Fox got wind of it, and they saw how many millions of views I had with the sketches and the parodies and all that kind of shit. So yeah, I had the opportunity to do a sketch show.
Wow, I got that. Let's make noise for that. Now you drinking or you want some cognac?
I'm drinking water. I think I'm the first sober.
No.
There's been others. There's been others.
Okay, I'm on that agua today.
We celebrate sobriety here.
Cool. You sure? They said because you're a black man that you're going to drink some cognac.
That's what they said?
That's what they said. That's what they said.
You might as well say who they is.
It's the same Google that we use.
Yeah, it's the wrong one.
It's the wrong one? Okay. We'll keep it going.
No, I got to get you to the right websites.
No. I don't. We get fucked up information, fucked up shit. But, okay, so boom. Now, you also, a lot of people, they discovered you on the internet, right? They discovered you for the first time on the internet. For people that know, like you were on there with the real Def Comedy Jam. Like you had the motherfucking, the hair and all that. Like, and to me, that's like a rite of passage. If you're an artist, you got to go to the tunnel. You got to go to the Muse. You got to go to the Speed. There's certain things that you got to go through in that golden era. And for me, in that golden era of comedy, again, I'm just the outsider looking in. You had to go through that Def Comedy Jam.
You had to.
Yeah. So as a person who did that, how did that feel? Like, how do you even get on Def Comedy Jam?
I got to shout out Bob Sumner. Bob Sumner was the talent scout for Def Comedy Jam, and he went everywhere. He found everybody that was on that stage, from Bill Bellamy, Bernie Mac, Chris Tucker.
How was he finding the people?
He literally would fly to every club around the nation, and he would hold Def Comedy Jam auditions. Literally, just one man would go around and see all these people. And he found Adele Givens, everybody, every legend that's on that show. Wow. He's responsible for that.
And how did he find you?
Same thing. I was in Charlotte, just starting out. And
you from Chicago though, right?
No, I'm from North Carolina.
Oh, you from North Carolina?
Fayetteville,
Holy shit, okay.
J. Cole, we from the same city. Fayetteville, Dreamville.
Y'all got the same kind of light skin shit going on.
Yeah, military. Military brats, light skin, tall, slim. You know the vibes.
You think you can play ball too?
Not at all.
Okay, all right, cool.
I never played ball in my life, so I'm the last nigga they pick on the court.
Okay.
I'm a waste.
You look tall.
I'm a waste of 6'1".
Okay, but how did he discover you? Let's get back to that. Okay.
Oh yeah, so Bob Sumner, he held an audition in Charlotte, and I was like, yo, I was influenced by Def Comedy Jam. It was the biggest fucking show at the time.
And then Jamie Foxx brought you out too, right?
Jamie Foxx brought me out. Exactly.
Was that the first time you met Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, that was the first time I met him. But here's the weird trick of editing. Okay. The show I actually was on, Queen Latifah was my host. They edited me on one of Jamie's shows because one of the two of the comedians, they got booed, and so they didn't have enough people in that slot. So it was me, Corey Holcomb, Barbara Carlisle, and I'm forgetting one more name, but yeah, we ended up on Jamie's show.
You know what's crazy? I went to Def Comedy Jam live, and I did see people get booed before, but on television they never showed the boo.
They don't show the boo.
You just blew my fucking mind. I just remembered that.
They only gonna have the good shit on the show.
It's not like Apollo where they show the boo.
Right,
get your ass the fuck off.
Right. So did you know that they were booing before
Nigga, we was everybody was in the studio, like in the theater. You see everything.
Motherfuckers get booed.
Like if you know how New York theaters are. Apollo is the same way. Like everyone's in the building. Whether you downstairs in the dressing room, even down there, everyone's in the same kind of shared space.
Wow.
There's no exclusive like VIP and this and that. Everybody's bleeding over into the. So we all are watching the show and seeing everything happen in real time. You know what I mean? And so when somebody getting booed, everybody's like, well, this nigga ain't.
Right.
He might want to find another job.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna make it on TV. Nigga ain't gonna do it.
Cause we interview other comedians, and I'm gonna tell you something. Comedians don't seem nice to up and coming other comedians. Is that like kind of true? It's like I kid you not, we interview other comedians, and they always be like, "Hey, fuck him." I just kid you not, y'all way rougher than rappers on the low. But don't get it twisted. Once y'all make it to a certain extent, then y'all all accept each other. But like on the coming up level, it just felt like. And we had Mike Epps on here, and there was a what was my man, Redo Brown?
Yeah.
Redo, yeah.
Man, Mike done.
He went in on him.
Fried him, man. And it's like, is it like that? Like, is it hazing going on?
It's like with MCs.
Yeah, but I don't want to know about the comedy world.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I'm drawing a parallel.
Okay,
right?
yes.
You know what it's like to have an MC who's hungry when you already made it. You already N.O.R.E.
Right.
An MC's like, yo, my mixtape, man. Let me just listen to my shit. You're like, man, get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to highlight this situation.
Pay his dues.
Yeah, you gotta pay your dues. So with comedians, it's the same thing. It's the big brother, little brother energy.
You know why comedians is iller though? I'm gonna tell you why it's iller, because y'all have the right to use some foul shit. Like y'all can say, man, I ain't even fucking with you. And like, and you can, that could be truthful. But it's the fact that it's a comedian, like y'all can get away with that shit.
Yeah, but again, there's always gonna be a rites of passage with anything you're doing, right? There's gonna be hungry comedians that's trying to be funny all the time. We stand around talking to girls, and the nigga trying to do his whole set in front of you. You're gonna treat him. You're gonna be a dick to that little guy, right? But it depends on the comedian. Like some OGs, some of the guys that have made it, but they might be a little bitter because they feel like they haven't gotten a certain level or whatever that is. They become bitter, and now they're a dick to everybody, not just younger comedians. So there's always it just depends on who it is.
Yeah, it's like the older guys. Remember we spoke about it. The older guys used to always give us a hard time.
Right.
Like they used to be like, they're the real hip hop, we're the fake, and then now we're probably saying that to the younger generation.
Facts.
So now it was a time. Kevin Hart, right? Kevin Hart got caught in the scandal, whatever. And most comedians did not attack him at all. Right? Most comedians were like, yeah, man, it happens. But then it was Michael Blacksman, right? Michael Blacksman comes out and he's just going at him, and everyone is kind of saying, he went too far, or it's too soon. Is it ever, for a comedian, is it ever a place of going too far? And is there ever a too soon? I know it's a two-part question.
No, for sure.
Too soon, for sure.
I think too soon, too far, and also too familiar. If you know the person, like if that's my man,
too close to home.
And I'm not going at him. I'm gonna just leave it alone. I'm gonna keep it really tame. You know what I'm saying? So I think so.
But how about too soon?
Yeah, both. Too soon. Anytime there's like, a death or something like that, there's too soon, there's too far. There's talking about, religious beliefs. There's again, to each their own. Some people don't give a fuck and they talk about whatever. Right. And they cross.
Is that a comedian's rule? It's just that if it's funny, I have to talk about it?
Depends on the person. You know what I'm saying?
So you say you have
there's a tactful way to be funny. I believe. There's a tactful way, and then there's a mean, I just don't give a fuck about your soul kind of way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like humanizing shit.
Yeah, like if somebody lost a daughter, a little girl, like why would someone come around and joke about that? A comedian, ever, not even just 2 weeks later, but ever. Why would you joke about
when is
this?
it funny? It's never funny.
It's never funny that someone lost that little girl. So for me, there's always boundaries to the shit. I feel like you look at it in Living Color and the boundaries that they set, like they were still tactful. They were edgy.
Yeah, Fire Marshal
But there were
Bill.
certain things. Yeah, there were certain things that they relied on their skill as opposed to I'm gonna just say mean, dirty shit and try to get a reaction out of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
There's a craft to it.
Yeah. I can see that. But I also agree with comedians when there's no whole bars neither. Like for instance,
time and place for it.
For instance, like at first joking about COVID was like fucked up. But now joking about COVID is like, I want to hear the jokes. Like, and there's a lot of people who have been affected by COVID. There's people who passed away from COVID. But still in all, I think that I look for comedians to make something beautiful.
I got
out
a
of
whole
disaster.
10 minutes on COVID.
Yeah.
I got a whole 10 minutes on it. It's like, because it's so much misinformation, and there's people that got COVID and was at the party and still was all right.
Yeah.
Just got their vitamin C up or whatever, and they survived. And
It's
then
called Miami.
it's called Atlanta and Miami, right?
Yes.
But yeah, it's so much misinformation, and so the deaths that are associated with COVID don't feel as direct unless you know somebody in your family or personally that got affected by it. But I mean, police kill niggas in the street, and that's a real thing. But there's still some humor that could be made out of that toward the cops. You know what I'm saying? And toward the reason. So,
what you think about the vaccine?
My thing is, I've never seen the flu vaccine or any other vaccine get pushed so hard.
Right. You seen the commercial the other day? Homeboy had the white shirt on. He said, I'm a hustler. And what I got to do, I got to be out there. I'm an entrepreneurism.
Yeah, the commercials were weird, but the argument could be made that because...
That he's a hustler?
No, I'm saying, but because how bad shit is and how many deaths, it has to be pushed. But the way that it's marketed, it feels like they marketed an album. Like an album release, like it's just weird, you know?
Yeah,
it'd be funny to me because I always have friends that's close to black, next to black, and they always be like, I'm black. But when it came time for the vaccine, they was not black at all. Like they actually went and was the first people in line to get that vaccine. And if you identify and you relate to black people in the black struggle, you know that we're not cool with no vaccine. It's never worked out for us. So for them to market and direct and have ads towards us getting it, you can't knock us for being skeptical. Do you?
No, 1,000%.
Right.
I landed in Baltimore one time and
you got crab legs?
Nah.
Okay.
I heard a commercial where they was offering like $1,200 for black people to come down and have the vaccine tested on them. This is when they weren't even sure what it was gonna do.
This sounds like the Keys experiment.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I've never seen a push.
They've offered meals, drinks, if you got the vaccine, all kinds of crazy shit.
You get in Shea Stadium for free.
Everything.
As well.
Like they had a whole section in Madison Square Garden for the verses that said vaccinated people. So like, motherfuckers get vaccinated just to go in the garden. It's a fact.
Right.
Yeah.
They try to make it sexy.
Yeah. Like I got that vax, man. I got that vax. I got that. But you know what's fucked up about the vax card? The hood is always gonna figure out a way to bootleg it.
They already have bootleg.
It's already bootleg. Let's make noise for bootleg vax cards.
Especially when they're not really checking the credential. If it's just you gotta flash it to get in a restaurant or something, who ain't gonna bootleg that? It's by any means necessary.
No, I picked up footage of you at the Apollo, but the funny shit was, it wasn't you performing comedy.
Nah.
You was a part of a 3-twin group?
Yeah, well, Twin Flex. The 2 twins and me. Yeah.
Y'all was like the kid in play without the kid in play.
We were not kidding or playing. We was getting down. Yeah, this is before I even did stand up. I thought I was gonna be a dancer.
Really?
You know I
did
thought I
Soul
was gonna
Train, right?
Yeah, I did, but that was after all of that.
Oh, really?
So this is the first one.
That was my first like TV appearance as a dancer.
Wow.
As opposed to like the local shows in Fayetteville, like
Oh, you danced in
the little green screen local TV shows.
Yeah, okay. Cable joints.
Oh yeah, PSA shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But that was when I was on my dance shit, and I thought I was gonna be a dancer like full time.
Did you think you was gonna get booed off, or you knew you had it?
We kind of knew we had it because before you get on the air with Apollo, you have to do a Wednesday night there that's not televised.
Wow.
You gotta just go up and perform in front of the Apollo crowd, and we rocked it. You know what I'm saying? So we had cocky energy with that shit.
All 3 of y'all from North Carolina?
Yeah, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Because wasn't that spooky to go to this big city at this time?
Hell yeah. Nigga, we was sitting there scared. I mean, we was terrified to
And then Steve Harvey with his big ass suit came out. he had a flat top.
Go now, 3 of y'all from North Carolina. Now, what's your name? Twin Flex. Now, okay, now. All right, now. So yeah, we get out there and Steve is doing this thing, and this is early Steve.
Right.
He wasn't even the main host at the time. Mark Curry was the main host of the show.
Like his hair was real. Like it wasn't patched up.
That was. You see the footage?
Okay.
It wasn't patched up.
It wasn't patched up.
It was a little glow.
He had a little slow glow.
When he turned, you can see the sun.
Now,
let me tell y'all something. Now, y'all is glowing right
like right here, he was Kwame. Right here, he was Tory Lanez.
Right there.
Yeah. All right, cool.
So yeah, that was it was terrifying, man. When we was behind the curtain waiting to rub the log and all that shit, scared as shit.
God damn it, man. Now, when we looked up your movie log, you in a lot of white people's shit. Let's make some noise for you. Come on, man.
Those checks cash every time.
Yeah. And you in Haunted House too?
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Okay, okay, 1 and 2. We'll put it up number 2. That's a black movie.
Yeah, that's Marlon Wayne. Shout out to Marlon Wayne.
That's my man.
Big bro. Yeah, that's my guy, man.
We get him high every time he come here. Even though he don't smoke,
right.
We just like to blow the smoke in his.
And he complains like a
motherfucker. Look, we got the AC right for you, but we usually make the AC hot as hell, so he can just stand there and look like he's sniffing cocaine.
Y'all know y'all be sweating like a motherfucker.
We be making him look like he's sniffing cocaine.
Wiping him up on his forehead.
So, what is it? What do you prefer more, movies or getting up on that stage?
Movies.
Movies?
Yeah.
Why?
I love them both. But for me, movies it's a way that you can control what you're presenting to the audience. You can
like polish it,
film it, polish it, edit it, rewrite it, and really get it to your perfection. So that's my preference, but I love the stage too. The stage is you in front of real people, and you getting that
energy,
real time reaction, that energy, and so it's But if I have my preference, it's movies because
you can take your time with it. And then I see you on stage. You had the black and the red. Like it was like.
Oh, you watched the special?
Yeah,
okay. You was digging in the crates. I see what you was doing.
It was leather, right?
No, it wasn't leather.
It wasn't leather.
What I did, because every comedian does that, because we pay homage to Eddie.
Eddie, right? That's what I'm saying. I felt like it was delirious.
The GOAT. Okay. So I came out with a leather jacket on and took it off before the music even stopped. I was like, yeah, I'm about to perform. I ain't about to perform in this shit. I already sweat a lot.
So every time a comedian wears leather, that's Eddie.
That's Eddie.
And that's because to be clear, Eddie had a purple suit on once, and then he had the red.
First it was the red.
The red came first, and that's delirious.
And then he had the purple bluish joint in raw.
Yeah, that's when he was. You could tell because he had a scarf on and all that. He was getting a little too much money.
Yeah, raw. He was a different Eddie then.
Yeah, he had a diamond ring.
Yeah.
He had a diamond ring outside the leather black glove. Right. You saw that? It was different money.
Now let me tell you this, right? Kevin Hart's a good friend of mine. I know Kevin Hart's a good friend of yours.
That's my guy, yeah.
You guys have some hilarious moments, especially on the gram. We're gonna bring that up a little later. I love Kevin Hart's one. I love what it represents, what it stands for. Only thing I'm saying is I've never seen a run like Eddie Murphy. And what I mean by that is I used to see people go get dressed to go to the movies to see Eddie Murphy. Like, they would get dressed as if they were in the damn movie.
Yeah.
Like, I used to see lines around the corner. Like, when Eddie Murphy movie dropped, it was like Christmas almost. I had never seen nothing like that. Before that, and since I wasn't really around for the Richard Pryor days.
Me either.
So, what didn't you supposed to play Richard Pryor? We get to that. I think I did. No. Yeah, you should. All right, come on, goddammit.
Everybody says that, but
yeah.
I'll take the check.
Yeah. So, what did you see Eddie's run when it was? I'm talking about at the height.
I'm like you. I came up during the Eddie era, so he was the hero. He's the guy. You know what I mean? I think what the difference with Eddie and everybody else is no one has ever seen what Eddie did. Eddie was the first to do a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Even though he patterned himself after Richard,
he took
He took it a different place. The same way Michael Jordan patterned himself after Dr. J. Dr. J nasty on the dunks.
Right.
Jordan just put a lot more extra flair into what he did.
Right.
So I feel like Eddie was that guy with the versatility with the characters and the movies and all that kind of shit. So, you know, Kevin gets compared because he's beasting, right?
He has to.
So he gets compared to Eddie all the time, but the difference between Kevin and Eddie is Kevin, by the time we see Kevin's success, we've already seen Eddie and Martin and the Wayans family. So we have so many people before, but when Eddie broke, there was no one doing it like Eddie, that rock star shit in the 80s. leaping over white people and having box office success.
Hanging out with Rick James.
All that shit.
He had a music career.
Everything.
My girl just want to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. That was a hit. That's what I'm trying to say.
With Rick James in the video.
Rick James in the video.
Rick James, son.
You could just picture there was a lot of cocaine in the background. Man. There was just a whole bunch of these.
It was powdery.
Yes,
it was powdery.
Yes. But Kev, you know, I get mad sometimes when I go on the clubhouses and I go on, you know, Twitter and things like that, and they have trending topics like Kevin Hart ain't funny. I can't. I don't understand that.
I went into a room like that one time with they said Tiffany Haddish ain't funny, and normally what that is trolls. So when I went in that room, she jumped in it too.
Okay.
And she stayed in for about an hour, but I spent about 10 minutes telling them niggas, don't do that corny shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because no matter if you affect 5 people,
why you knew the people that was running?
I didn't know any of them. I just went in there and started screaming on people. So I'm just like, look, man, y'all out here doing this troll shit. They was like, no, we just wanted to get her in here so we could talk to her about some issues over in Africa. All right, cool.
What the fuck?
I get that, right? But to go and say someone's not funny, to go against, to post something against their livelihood. Right. Black people are always talking about we don't have enough and we don't have this, but we're the first people to do some dumb shit like that, to troll each other.
Right.
So you're gonna potentially take money out this lady's pocket and food off her table because you want to get a room started.
Right.
So I was just barking about that kind of shit. Like that's so I hate when they do that to Kevin, to whoever.
I only really see it to Kev. I've never seen the Tiffany Haddish thing. I think Tiffany is hilarious. I think Kev is hilarious. I think every comedian is great for their own rights.
Yeah, everybody got a lane. Everybody's eating.
They didn't get there by accident. To where they're at.
Exactly.
And like, to tell you the truth, I think only thing getting on harder from the bottom and having to get all the way to the top is comedian shit. When you hear like the growing up stories of people getting $100 a night and then having to wait like, you know, to the end of the night to get 10 minutes or 2 minutes on the stage.
Or getting bumped off stage.
Oh yeah, like a bigger comedian will come and they be like, yo,
happens
you can't,
every time.
Yeah, you can't like that. That to me, that's like almost maybe a little rougher than hip hop. We got the chitlin circuit in hip hop, which is pretty foul. But comedian. So in order to be somebody in the comedic world, you got to go through this. There's no one who just comes out and just gets. Let me change up this question, because there is some comedians who just get on Instagram, get some followers. Are they considered a comedian or are they considered Instagram funny?
That's a big debate that's been going on for years now. Here's what I say to that, and I always draw parallels. So just bear with me.
Jesus smoking parallels.
Exactly. Okay. Come on now. Come on, brother.
Cool. I'm on point. Let's go.
Get in your word, brother.
Okay, let me get some habiki.
When it comes to comedians, and I think no matter the platform you use, although they may not be traditional stand-up comedians with that title, if you on the gram or on social media and you have funny shit and you're funny, to me you're funny.
Right.
You may not be labeled a comedian, but you're funny as fuck, right? But I draw the parallel of hip hop in the 70s. When rap first started, the bands of the 70s was mad as shit, and they were like, they not doing it right. They taking our music and just saying they bullshit over it. That's not real music.
Right.
It's a fad. It's not going to be around for a long time. We said the same shit about some of these TikTokers and some of these Snapchatters and Instagram people. And people doing YouTubers. Right. If you funny, you funny. I use all platforms.
Right.
Because I could do it all.
Right.
So my thing is, if you funny, you funny. But if the platforms are available, use all of that shit.
Absolutely.
You know, hip hop is $1 billion industry now. Right. Because if they would have listened to the bands back then and gave up, we wouldn't have you. We wouldn't have nobody. You know what I'm saying? JayZ, Nas, we wouldn't have none of that shit. Right. So I don't sit back and be like, nah, this person's not a comedian or knock they hustle or whatever. I'll jump in a collab video with them and do whatever if they're nice with it.
Because I guess what they're saying is some of these guys that's on Instagram, they're just funny on Instagram. You put them in a live show people are.
Yeah, that happens though. Yeah. Like you gotta know what your lane is.
Right.
If you're not about that life, don't jump on the goddamn stage. You're gonna get your ass ate.
Right. They
pause. You're gonna get your ass ate for real. Right. Them sharks. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it.
Have you seen that recently?
Nigga, yes. Yeah. My boy Brandon Lewis, we talk about this shit all the time.
What's the Led Zeppelin shirt on? You know,
that's my
going
guy,
on.
man.
You know he like white bitches.
Nigga. Let's do it. This nigga, we talk about it all the time. And there's comedians that be like, yo, I'm on stage time. Let me open up for you. All right.
What?
Every city I go to, I don't shun no young comedian. They be like, yo, let me go on stage tonight. Like I'm ready. All right. There's only been once that somebody was like nice with it on the spot.
About that life.
About that life.
What was his name?
What was his name down in Jacksonville, Florida? I forget his name.
Shout out Florida.
Not Lil Duval.
Nah. Duval's a legend. Duval's a legend. I forget his name. But anyway, he was funny. Damn. Everybody else ate it. Every other city.
It's different when you get in front of an audience, man.
Yeah. Audiences.
You can be funny as fuck on your camera.
And in your shower.
But when you in front of people, you're gonna freeze up.
It changes the rhythm. It changes the stakes. You ain't on your right foot. You start making excuses. Oh man, I just want to come up here and say what's up to y'all, man. Hey, give it up for the ladies. Give it up for the ladies.
They looking beautiful.
Well, you say, oh, they beautiful. They beautiful here. Any mothers in the house? You trying to get that stench of bad comedy off you with whatever you could fucking find. Anybody ever got shot?
Trying to relate to anything.
Anything. Anybody ever came late? Anybody ever wake up?
Right. So when you see like the transition from like Chris Rock, like right, I just seen Chris Rock.
Chris Rock? Come on, man. What I see? What transition, N.O.R.E? Okay, fuck out of here, man. Ain't no transition. It ain't no transition. I was always me, man. Fuck out of here. I was always me, man. Always me in Brooklyn, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I literally watched him in Saw.
Hold on, man. I want to interview Chris Rock.
I'm talking to Chris Rock. I literally watched Chris Rock in Saw. And I was like, wow, like he did a role where he wasn't being funny. Like he was trying.
Right.
He was being real serious. And it was like, at some point I was like, oh, he's not a comedian in here. I thought he was going to take Saw, but that's what it was, right? Like that's the movie Saw.
The franchise.
Franchise. He took a franchise. So I'm thinking at some point it's going to be funny, and it's not. It's Samuel L. Jackson in there, serious as a motherfucker. Like I'm like, oh shit, this is not a comedy. I never saw that. Like even
No, they say the best actors are comedians first. Like Robin Williams. I think he was one of the best actors.
Mrs.
Oh, no,
Doubtfire?
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Mrs. Doubtfire?
Good Will Hunting was my favorite Robin Williams performance. Yeah.
I thought Good Will Hunting is Ben Affleck and them niggas.
No, but he's in there.
You didn't see it.
Oh, okay. That's not Ben Affleck and Adam Damon?
Who?
Matt Damon.
What name did you say? Adam Damon? You sound like the guy who's doing stand-up. Adam Damon.
Come on, N.O.R.E.
Matt Damon.
Yeah, Ben Affleck.
Matt Damon. But why would you think that?
He said Kevin Federline. Ben Affliction.
You never heard that? That comedians make some of the best like dramatic actors?
You know what it is? I've never seen like Dave Chappelle dip into that.
Yeah, he did. What are you talking about?
did a movie
Stars
with,
Born, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You could tell I'm a nigga. I ain't watched that.
You ain't watch this nigga only
that's the
watch
shit with
verses
Lady Gaga in.
and Revolt show. He only watch verses.
Okay, hold on. I do know that movie. Lady Gaga's in that movie. Lady Gaga's in that movie, right?
There you go.
So you know what I'm saying? Holy moly,
Facts.
guacamole. So
I'm a huge pun fan, by the way. Speaking of Terror Squad.
Okay. Oh, you a huge punch fan?
Yeah.
That's my man.
Yeah, for sure.
I ran Triz with him.
No,
I heard all the interludes.
Clarify that.
I heard all the interludes.
You know, we smashed a couple of things together. You know,
y'all did shit.
Never used to want to admit that, but hey, man, fuck it now. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? I went to he has a big pun street plaza. You should go visit that.
Yeah, for sure.
Word up. You should go visit that. Go visit that.
Mm-hmm.
So, performing. How do you prepare for performing? What do? You finger pop something?
Something. It could be anything.
Maybe the night before.
Okay.
Nah, I just get into the work that has to be done. You know what I'm saying? If I'm doing stand-up, I gotta go over my set. I gotta make sure I know I'm hitting my beats, make sure my energy's right. Because I like to perform, like sweat. You know what I'm saying? Like I like to give the audience a show.
Come on with a rag?
Everything. Towel. I got a towel on stage. I go in. just making sure I'm prepared and I know my shit. That's what it is. When it's movies, TV,
right.
better know your lines.
No, but let's stick on performing for a little while, because performing is about timing.
Oh yeah.
Because you could say something. Now, let me ask you. I want to get back to timing, but I want to also ask you, do you change your material based on where you're going from? Like if you're performing in North Hollywood, you ain't gonna perform the same way at South Central, right?
Like
yeah,
how
you do.
fluid are you?
Yeah.
No, you do, but you go to every city and you have to acknowledge the city in some way. You know what I mean? You don't got to spend a bunch of time on it,
right?
But you do have to acknowledge the difference and that you realize where you are and who you with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So like if you go to Seattle, you got to recognize they got good coffee.
You got to talk about whatever, or they got a lot of clouds and it be raining all the time.
It be raining all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
And fireworks.
Yeah, for sure.
So you do shape it up a little bit.
You have to. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, some people don't. Some people just go out and just do their shit, but I do.
Okay.
I do.
Well, we got this segment on the show it's called Quick Time with Slime. So usually when we do this, it's the guest who take a shot, but me and EFN is gonna step up for you because you're not drinking.
Appreciate that.
His boy.
No, but somebody needs to drink
Led
for him.
Zeppelin, you want to drink for him? Oh, okay, Led Zeppelin's in the building.
Nah, he's driving. Nah, you driving. Nigga, fuck all that. Nah, you ain't killing me today. Nigga.
Take Uber, man. Jesus.
Nah.
The fuck? Okay, all right, cool. All right, give me the.
You gotta pick a drinker for you.
Yeah, jeez.
Get one of your
It's
boys.
his birthday.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Lee, come on.
No, he working. Right, yeah,
Come on, Sonny, you want a drink for him? You want some moonshine?
Oh, I ain't fucking with that. Woo, that's Habigi. That's that Japanese.
What is in that, Ian?
Yeah, Ian.
I don't know.
He turned you white, Ian. That's hard. That's
some kind of
hard.
fruit
We
is
calling
in
you
there.
Ian from now on. All right, shit. All right, cool.
I can smell that shit from across the table.
Yeah, that's they saved
like,
that from Prohibition.
I feel like Ron Burgundy. That smells like pure gasoline.
Prohibition.
It's quite pungent. Stings the
Good
nostrils.
shit though.
What's your favorite movie?
Coming to America.
Wait a minute now. Cause I don't want to fight right now.
We not gonna fight.
How you feel about part 2?
It's not part 1.
I'm not. Listen, but
Listen, I'm friends with the Murphy family. I talked to his brother the other day. My personal feeling was they should have never did a sequel. You should just never touch a classic that's that classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
Right.
And part 2 is not part 1. It's for what it is. You know, it's cool.
I love part 2 too.
Yeah, it's cool.
I really, really love part 2.
Oh, you love part 2?
Yeah, I love part 2. My only scene that's whack is when the kid starts to rap. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah,
Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
Nah, it was a little
who the fuck wrote
disjointed.
that? Who wrote that? The kids start rapping and shit. Then they get married in Elmhurst, Queens.
They were doing
but it's
Prince
not
songs.
Elmhurst,
Wasn't it
Queens.
Get Off or something?
I don't know.
It was
Then
a
they had
Prince song.
Tiana Taylor. It was just that part was just what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is you pick one or the other, or you pick both. We take a shot. All right.
Or neither is.
Or neither. We take a shot too.
Okay.
All right. You ready? JayZ or Nas?
Nas.
DMX or Tupac?
DMX.
He's watching you too. In case you ain't know that. All right. Eddie Murphy or Richard Pryor?
Eddie.
Chris Rock or Martin Lawrence?
I'm gonna take a shot of water.
Okay, all right, come on.
Those my OGs.
Who's stepping up? Somebody gotta step up for him.
Look, I was coasting, but you know,
You taking a shot, Lee?
Oh, those my guys.
Hey,
right
Biggie? Hey, man, I don't know if I'm saving this shit. I don't know if I'm sharing this. This that good shit right here. Okay.
Give Lee, he want a little something.
I'll give him a little
Umbuche.
It's that Biggie, baby. This shit, yeah. This shit put hair in your chest. Even though I got too much already.
Cheers.
All right, cheers. This to you.
Cheers.
Evian, you know, we don't know if you know, our show is about giving our legends their respect while they're here, and you deserve your flowers
Man,
while
I'm
you
honored,
motherfucking
man.
here. Now, we can't salute with water, that's bad luck, but we going.
I don't believe in luck. Fuck luck.
I do.
Cheers.
I do. I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Trinidadian.
Yeah,
You didn't drink your
believe in
shit.
luck.
Drink your shot, man. You're drinking on his behalf.
Okay.
Yeah, good looking out, son.
Okay. Mike Epps or Chris Tucker?
Mike Epps.
48 Hours or Beverly Hills Cop?
48 Hours of Beverly Hills Cop.
Okay. Harlem Nights or Coming to America?
Coming to America.
Why isn't there Harlem Nights too?
Man, I wish they
Kevin Hart.
That one should be a 2.
Kevin Hart should make that shit.
No. They should have made that movie maybe a year after the first one.
But not Harlem Nights too, but a version of that.
No. I'm talking about Richard, Eddie, Red Fox, the whole cast. They should have. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see where they moved to after they killed the mobsters off and all that. You know what I mean?
Word up. Damn, this a biggie got my whole shit hot.
Say Matt Damon twice.
Michael Damon.
Michael Damon.
Made a new nigga, all right? Okay, Biggie or Big Pun?
Pun.
Wow.
And Living Color or Mad TV? This is a whack one, man. Who
the Living Color, man. Yeah. Come on, bro.
Let me rephrase that. And Living Color or Dave Chappelle?
In Living Color.
Okay.
In Living Color.
Okay.
Much love to Chappelle though, but he would. I'm sure he was influenced by In Living Color too.
Okay. Friday or House Party?
For me, House Party.
Yeah, because you a kid and play.
I'm a dancer. Yeah. That motherfucking.
Now, the shit you did with Chubb Rock video, we're gonna get to that.
Let's talk about it.
All right, hold on.
Treat him right.
J. Cole or Kendrick?
Cole. That's hometown.
From North Carolina?
That's home. Nah, he got the bars to back it up, but also because he's from Fayetteville.
Okay. Outkast or Mobb Deep?
Mobb Deep.
The Lox or Migos?
Lox.
Okay, you saying a lot of this shit with confidence. I like it.
Scarface, nigga.
Scarface or Ice Cube?
Cube.
Podcast or radio?
Podcast.
This one, I'm sure how you're gonna answer this. Cameron or Jada Kiss?
Kiss.
Okay. LA or Miami?
LA.
Okay. You in Miami, man. Watch out. It's all good.
Lock the doors.
I die wherever I'm at.
All right, Raekwon or Ghostface?
Ghost.
Red or Meth?
Red.
90s or 2000 hip hop?
90s.
Loyalty or respect?
Loyalty.
Will Ferrell or Jim Carrey?
Jim.
Cause of Fire Marshal Bill?
He's before Will, so he inspired. That nigga,
Okay.
Jim Carrey's a genius.
Yeah, he is.
Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart?
Kev.
I'm gonna take a Habiki because of that. I don't know. Jesus. You know, Dave is out here.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the comedians, y'all got like a group chat when y'all all on the same?
No, we actually do.
Yeah, you actually do?
Yeah, it's not all comedians. It's literally a group chat that I got that I'm barely talking because some people, it's like 2 or 3 people that talk too much in there.
In the group chat.
But everybody's in it. Dave is in there.
They type too much because you can't be talking in the group chat.
Type too much.
Oh, they do voicemails too?
No.
I like voicemail because the shit disappear.
Right.
Yeah.
You didn't do none of his shows in Ohio?
Mm-mm.
You didn't go to the summer camp?
Nah.
Why?
Nah. I wasn't invited.
Oh, okay, me neither.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
I only go where I'm invited.
I was somewhat invited. It was brought up, so I just felt like they had
I
to
got a
invite
loose
me.
invitation. But when when it came time for the travel plans and arrangements, motherfuckers got go.
Figure it out.
I was like, wait. What?
Let me tell you who I was growing up. My neighbor could have a party and tell me he has a party, or if they don't remind me and say, "Hey, you still come to the party?" I ain't going.
Bro, you're still like that.
Yeah, I still like. I need to feel special. Like you need to be like you need.
Yeah.
You need to invite me twice.
But he won't do that the other way around.
Yes, I will.
No, you will not.
I will. Yes, I will. If I don't forget. Okay, you taking a shot?
Wow.
This is that Japanese whiskey. You never drink at all?
Never.
Damn.
Good for you, man.
Even when you was with Russell getting the models?
We're gonna strike that from the record. I never drank at all, man.
Never.
Never drank, never smoked, never done drugs.
And I'm sure women try to convince you. I'm sure a chick put a little cocaine on her ass one time.
Nah.
Is that the military army brat side of you?
I don't fuck with cokeheads. What is that?
Is that the army brat side of you, like your parents?
Nah, if I'm keep it a buck, I grew up in a family of addicts. So it was just something that I saw early. And just decided it wasn't for me.
So
it went wrong for us.
I wouldn't have drank if I'd have knew that. Ben Staples was here recently, and I didn't drink because he had the same type of story. And had I knew that, but now I'm already eliminated. So don't judge me.
No, it's all good. Look, I love my family. Like, don't get it twisted. But
I remind you of your drunk cousin.
Nah,
I'm one of them niggas. Like I'm one of them that drink a Habiki all day.
a little bit.
Let's make some noise with me.
You get about a quarter down on that.
Yeah.
You gonna be that guy.
He's gonna be Habibi.
Yeah, that's it. We seen T-Pain stand where you at. He drank a whole bottle of tequila
and stopped standing.
Yeah, we were worried.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it wasn't funny after a while. We got worried.
Oh, wow.
He was like, you don't gotta drink no more. I was like, yes, you do.
I'm always trying to stop it, and you're the worst.
He was like, yes, you do. His people was like this.
Yeah, his people trying to stop. He's like, no, I'm staying.
Yeah.
Pour me some more.
So you ever seen one of your homies get fucked up and you was embarrassed?
Yeah.
Who? Led Zeppelin?
You keep calling this nigga Led Zeppelin.
Nah, he got the best shirt on in the building. What's his name again? His waves is spinning. Brandon Coop? What?
Brandon Lewis.
Brandon Lewis. He gave you up. That's how you know he know you. When that nigga hit you with the first and last name.
Nah, he got next.
Okay, you funny. Oh, okay, we're gonna bring you out.
Yeah, that's my dude.
All right, y'all gonna crash today. He gonna take a shot at Habiki, goddammit. Come on, you gonna take a shot at this, goddamn. This is that good. This is what JayZ and them drink. You know what I'm saying? For Rigadelia. You know what I mean?
Man, we gotta be responsible.
Yeah, that's okay.
He got next.
Yeah, he got next?
Yeah, he funny.
Where you from? Atlanta. Oh, okay. Y'all niggas is wide open out there.
Pause.
Yeah, they didn't close. They didn't close. They
right. They did not do it at all. They ain't shut shit down.
So when the last time you spoke to Manny Pacquiao?
Well, I didn't. Actually, I did. I met him once.
Yeah, he know.
And I showed him the parody.
Right.
And he was laughing. Like he was hitting my arm. And that shit hurt. He was like hitting my arm, laughing and shit. He was like, that is very funny. I enjoy that. It's comedies and it's very good. Very good. It's very good. I can't wait to fight Lloyd Mayweather's again. I'm very happy to be inside drink temps.
Welcome, Manny Pacquiao to Drink Temps.
Drink temps.
How about Mr. Aubrey? When the last time you seen Mr. Aubrey?
Who?
Mr. Aubrey, Drake.
Drake?
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't seen. Oh, actually, I did see Drake about a month ago.
What did he say to you? Tell me.
He said, He said, That's all he say. He don't talk to niggas. You know what I mean? He love the ladies, but like,
Holy shit. So do y'all go to light skin meetings? You, Drake, like MV. Do y'all have like sanctuaries? Y'all get up and y'all say this is gonna
sanctuaries.
I mean, I can't tell you. You can't, because you're not invited.
I'm trying to get involved in the dark skin community.
I'm just saying.
I just got passed for brown skin community. I'm trying to get down with Akon and them group, but they not.
You two in the middle. You too much of a cuspy nigga. You two on the fence,
Oh, you know what I mean? Oh shit! Because MB told me I got go to karate class. Him and Joe.
Karate class?
Yeah, he said it's a light skin karate class in Jersey.
That's hilarious.
Karate class. Does
MB really take karate?
In my mind, all y'all niggas take karate.
No, I do know how to kick.
Yeah, for real. Yeah. For real. Okay. On some blood sport shit.
Yeah, some Bruce Lee shit.
Really? Holy moly, guacamole. Yeah. So you just do it all. What? Oh yeah, that's right. You fuck with Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
That's right. I saw that too. What's going on?
What's going on with Bruce Lee?
What's going on with what?
Is Bruce Lee alive?
Right. You know him? You know where he at?
You know him?
How did you develop that? Like,
I was a Bruce Lee fan. How did you develop that?
Like, you know,
I was a Bruce Lee fan, and I developed kicks from kicking niggas.
And you went to see the movies that went like this?
Exactly. All that shit.
Bruce Lee spoke English though, man.
I'm talking about the kung fu flicks though.
Yeah, the kung fu theater shit.
Yeah. Samurai
36 Chambers.
Yeah.
You know all them shit
5
is
Deadly
real.
Venoms and all that.
Is real.
The Run Shaw movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I grew up on all that.
5 Deadly Venoms is my shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Centipede.
Do that again.
Nah,
Come on, man.
I must have looked at crazy. You want me to do it again?
One thing you have to understand, Bruce Lee spoke English.
Oh shit.
He really talked like this. And if you watch Enter the Dragon, that's my real voice.
Hey.
So don't you understand?
Right.
Don't concentrate on the finger or you will miss all that heavenly glory.
That's fire.
Be like water, my friend.
You know what Bruce Lee said? Be like water.
Yeah.
Be water, man.
Be water.
That's why I only drink water.
I always thought that was some high shit. Be like water.
Nah, it's dope.
That's real shit.
It's a dope philosophy.
You can also feel like that if you want mescaline. I'm just throwing it out there. Like that's a mescaline shit. Be like water. Like what the fuck does that mean?
Be fluid, man.
Yeah.
Be ready.
Yeah. It took 30 years to come up with that shit, but it's there, flowing.
Exactly.
So when a person calls you for a movie, do you tell them you accept the role, or do you always make it a little bit piece of yours? Like,
you mean do I accept it as is?
Like, yeah, let's suppose somebody they gave you paid.
No. You have to bring your own essence to it. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to, while creating the character. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But when could you not? Like you're saying, like it would be strict. I mean, you have to play this role this way or else.
Yeah,
I mean, there's a bit of that. Like the director and the writer have their vision of who the character is,
right?
And so you do sometimes lose yourself in that character, in the dialect, if you're good at it. Some people do dialects, but they shouldn't try them.
Right.
But
like if they told you to be a gang member named Pedro, how you coming out?
Well, I was a gang member named Ray, nigga, in a haunted house, so I already knew how to do that, nigga.
Okay. All right. I'm seeing him. Okay.
You know what I'm saying, Hammy?
All right.
From LA, nigga.
But how about a Mexican gang member from LA, Pedro?
Pedro, I mean, come on, dog. Like, you're asking me to do some very simple shit. Like ask me to do some hard shit. Like, fuck that, bro. Hey, you're fucking Noriega, dog. I fucking know that fool, dog. I know that fool, dog.
That's exactly.
That guy, he comes out in the raps, dog. He's always rapping, dog.
So, how long have you lived in LA?
23 years.
23 years, coming from North Carolina.
From Fayetteville, North Carolina, man.
Oh.
I love LA too.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
What part of LA you in?
I'm in Woodland Hills.
Okay. Oh, that's the black area. No, that's Baldwin Hills. That's Baldwin Hills. Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, Matt Damon. That's Matt Damon.
No, Matt Damon. I thought about
right. Okay, Woodland Hills. Okay.
Woodland Hills. Yeah.
I used to you remember Will Ferrell had he had Talladega Nights, and he was getting high with the Woodland Ferries.
What a connection you built.
What the fuck?
You don't remember that?
Nah.
But I love how you connected this to.
Does anybody know what he is?
Listen,
the Woodland Ferry?
Yeah, he was getting high. He was working for the skating ring.
Right.
And then they caught him, and it was like, yo, when I met you was a top-ranked skater, and now you're getting high with the Woodland Ferries. And he said, me and the Woodland Ferries, we're living in the here and now. That's not telling Dega. That's Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory.
Yeah.
Yes. I love dumb movies.
Me too.
What's your favorite dumb movie? You named
Dumb
it
and
already.
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
That shit was dumb.
That's the dumbest of the dumb.
Hilarious.
Yeah, it is the
Holy shit. 1 or 2? Two
One.
lived up.
1.
You telling me 2 didn't live up? Damn, for real, it did.
Look, like we said about Coming to America, I feel like some movies just don't need. You don't need to. They're so classic. You don't need to touch them.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But Godfather disputes that.
But that's
Godfather
different.
got better.
It's different because they did it within the same.
Godfather movies got better.
That's
They
not
did it
true.
within the same time frame.
They got worse. They didn't get better. The last one was that was the worst one.
Yeah, the last one was.
The second one was probably the best one.
The
second one was probably the best one.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm saying.
Rocky movies got better.
Rocky movies got better.
I even think the newer ones were the best ones.
Yeah. Fast and Furious got better, but they get more cartoony.
I don't subscribe to that.
I saw Fast and Furious 1. That's it. Fast and Furious. I've never seen anything else.
That's a whole different movie.
It was way too much. I think with Ja Rule was in there. That's it.
Oh, yeah, it's a different movie.
It was even on Ludacris. Nobody.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. So, so The Godfather is one that got better.
I don't know. The last one was the worst one.
But that's 3. 2 got better. So 2 was better than 1. 2 was that's
better
an example of
I mean, but I'm just saying it doesn't get better all the way through.
All the time it doesn't get better.
Right.
But there has been scenarios.
Yeah.
State Property 2 is definitely better than State Property 1. Let's just make some noise for that.
You said Caddyshack?
Caddyshack?
Caddyshack 2? That's funny.
Beverly Hills Cop was the first one was the best one.
Part 2 didn't. It wasn't number 1.
Another 48 Hours was pretty cool.
Nope.
Coming to America.
We just went through this, brother. Are you in this room with us?
Yeah. It's not part 1, but I did love Coming to America 2. I was one of those guys that stood on it. Like I said, only didn't like the rapping part. Other than that, and when they said that he was getting married in Queens, and they clearly said East Elmhurst, and I was like, that's not East Elmhurst because I'm too attached to that area. But other than that, I thought it was dope. I thought it was dope for it to be 20 years later and still have some. I thought Tracy. What's my man's name?
Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan was crazy. I thought the woman Leslie.
Yeah, no, she killed.
I thought she really.
Look, I love everyone in it. Everybody.
Right.
Like that's my fam. Right. I just think the structure of the movie compared to the first one, it didn't do it for me the same way the first one did.
Have you watched the first one in recent years?
I don't need to.
No, but I'm saying because there's something to say about when you're younger and you watch something and that nostalgia.
I've watched Coming to America.
You're never gonna have that again. You know,
at least 100 times throughout my years. I know that movie inside out.
McDowell's is up the block from my hood. No, dead serious.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, dead serious. I rode the bike up there to see Eddie Murphy. There was like no load.
I think the building is going now, though, right?
I think because it's a McDonald's. It's actually a real McDonald's.
But I think they got rid of it.
Oh no! It's there. It's there, right, Butch? Yeah, it's there like a motherfucker. Yeah, it's there. It's a McDonald's. It's actually a McDonald's. Yeah.
No, I know, but I thought they put an apartment building over there.
Nah. All the other shit where the barbershop was, all that's all gone. All that's made up. That McDowell. I mean, they didn't use that McDowell's on this part two.
Right.
But part one, like I really drove up there.
Yeah, they put the McDowell's in the desert.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Yeah, they put it in the jungle. Yeah, they wilded out. They wilded out. So what's next for you?
Producing, man. I just produced another show. I can't say what it is or anything yet.
Is it with white people again?
Again?
It's big.
You be getting the white checks. This makes you more white checks.
It's big, but yeah, I'm putting on my producer hat. We about to produce stand-up specials for people like Brandon Lewis, people that have voices that networks don't necessarily come and give them a shot right away. But because I'm in the trenches with them, I'm like, I want to produce their shit because I produce my special, so it's like I know what it takes to really take that budget and make a special look great. You know what I mean?
Now, recently, well, it's not recently, like a couple of years ago, there was a big dispute about Monique, and she figured out what she was worth and things like that.
The deal with Netflix.
Have you ever had to go through something like that where?
Always. You always have to fight for what you're worth.
Wow.
There's going to be people, sometimes even on your own team, that don't see your worth.
Wow.
And you have to take your stance. If you know that you can deliver, fight for what you are worth. That's what I believe in that. You know what I'm saying? The Monique situation, I don't know enough about it to really comment on it, but she did what she felt was right. So I'm never mad at somebody trying to get their food. Why would I be mad at that?
Yep.
I don't know. I ain't mad at me taking another Habiki neither.
You should.
Yeah, what's his name? Brandon.
Let's bring him in. Let's bring him on the table. Come on, man. Let's set up a mic.
Bring him a chair, man. We're gonna give him the mic. Goddamn.
If this is your next special, we gotta have him on.
Let's do it, man. Let's do it. Brandon, what's his name?
Brandon? Yes.
Brandon Lewis.
Brandon Lewis, okay.
Or you can call him Led Zeppelin.
Okay, yeah. So we got it? It's working? That mic working? No wires?
Let me see.
I check my check.
Okay. I thought they was trying to jerk you, man. Like, it's gonna give you a mic. It's not really a mic. We ain't gonna let you do it.
You be over here talking all kind of shit. Don't nothing get picked up.
We should be like,
yeah, man. So you know what I'm saying?
Look at what I'm trying to say.
We're gonna give you one shot of Japanese whiskey, man. One shot.
Are you ready to screw them, N.O.R.E?
No, you can't take water?
No, I got it. Come on.
Okay, up on the side. Okay. Salud. Japanese whiskey, a side of water. I respect you. So where you from in Atlanta? Decatur, where they graded?
Cobb County.
Cobb County. Oh, that's outside Atlanta. That's where the police don't play.
They don't play at all.
They don't play no games.
How you know about that?
I left some weed in the hotel one time. And I called the hotel. They said, don't come back. I said, no, I won't. I said, I won't. Word. I got the fuck up out of there. Cobb County. Word. So, how did you link with
I moved to LA. I moved to LA 2010, and just was grinding as a young comic, just in the streets, because that's what we got to do. You got to grind, make your name.
Right. Wow. At the clubs, or literally in the streets?
No, in the club. In the club, like going from club to club. This is, before the pandemic. So just grinding, and then when you grind, you run into.
And y'all would laugh out loud, LOL. What is that?
That's Kevin Hart's network.
Oh, that's
LOL.
LOL. Oh, okay. Y'all not down with that? Y'all down with that?
No, they licensed my special.
Oh, okay.
So again,
Which one? The black and red special?
The black and red shit,
Okay.
your favorite.
Okay, yeah.
Mirror to
right.
Society. I shot that independently. I own it, and I licensed it to them. They didn't buy it. It wasn't something where they gave me the money to do it.
Right.
I licensed it, so now I'm about to get another deal for it because I own it.
Right,
so I like to tell that story because we don't own enough
the rights
shit.
revert back to you.
God damn it.
There you go. Come on, EFN. Come on, EFN. He know about the rights reverting back.
God damn it. Yes, we do.
You know what I'm saying?
We got episodes.
Talk about it.
So, boom. So, you see him performing.
Yeah.
What do you say? I'm gonna put him under my wing. You say. What do
At
you
the
say?
time, I had another feature. He booked a TV show, and so I was looking for another feature. And
okay, what's the feature?
Feature is so when we do clubs, right? There's a host who does about 10 minutes. Feature does about 30, and I'll do an hour. Headline does an hour.
Okay.
So I was looking for a feature to go on the road with me.
Because in hip hop, feature means something totally
So
different.
feature basically is like the main opener.
Yeah.
The main opening act is a feature.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right before
That's
him.
called a feature. That's fire.
Because I know what the feature you're talking about. Yeah.
Feature in the hip hop means just get a verse.
Yeah, we get on the record.
So what do y'all call somebody who go before you?
Opener.
That's what I call Beanie Siegel. My opener. That's what I call it.
Hey, you want to make him feel good? You my main opener.
All caps.
The main one.
Yeah, but go ahead. I'm sorry. So go ahead.
But yeah, I was looking for a feature, and I was just asking around for different people because it's not just about who's funny. It's about who I'm going to get along with on the road.
Right.
Personality-wise, who got good energy, and my man he said Brandon Lewis, and I was like, oh shit! And I remember seeing him at a club in LA, and I was like, yo,
Store?
no.
I'm just trying to make up shit.
I know.
Chinese theater.
Chinese theater.
At Matt Damon's club, and
No, it's not. Matt Damon's the other guy. It's Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. Wait, I've been in the Chinese movie theater. Wesley
You been to the
Snipes.
Chinese movie theater?
Yeah, Wesley Snipes brought me to the Chinese movie theater for Art of War. And I went to see Art of War with Wesley
Of all
Snipes.
places.
And he
Chinese
had nothing
theater.
but. I'm sorry, Butch Rock. He had nothing but Filipino bitches around him. I'm sorry.
You're talking about the spot in Hollywood, right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not called the Chinese movie theater.
Yeah, that's
called the Chinese theater.
Man's Chinese theater.
It had a little bit of an extra name to it.
Or Grauman's Chinese theater.
Yeah, but I know that seemed kind of racist, but he really did.
Well, I mean,
Thought
when
it was
in
fantastic.
Rome.
I went to see Art of
That's
War.
what he does, right? But yeah, they used to have a comedy night there, and I saw him performing, and the first show we did, what I liked about his style was he was freestyling the first 15 minutes. Like we was talking about earlier, we got into a new city. Neither of us had been there.
How you know he freestyling? Because
he was talking about just the
he's
same way
saying
you know
purple.
MCs
Yeah,
freestyle.
okay.
He talking about the shit on the wall. He talking about people in the crowd. He talking about some shit we just saw in traffic on the way up to the
So you
club.
knew.
I knew. Yeah, I know. You know bars when you hear bars. And so he was going in, and I was like, this motherfucker is like timing is crazy, and his material was dope. So when he flowed right into the material, it was flawless. So I was like, yeah, we rocking. And we've been rocking for how many years now?
3.
3?
Almost 4, really. About
Make some
yeah.
noise for that.
Make some noise for that.
Make some noise. Hey, pass me a cup, sir. We gonna get you one more.
No, we got it. I got to draw the line. Goddamn. The line of demarcation has been laid down. Fuck out of here.
Freestyle's gonna be fucked up.
Right.
You can handle this. You see how
No, fuck out of here, you bad influence, nigga.
Y'all performing tonight?
Yeah, we performing tonight.
Where y'all performing?
2 shows a night at the Improv.
Miami Improv.
Gerard, right? Gerard.
Damn.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
shit. I'm gonna go see Dave Chappelle tonight. Sorry.
Go see
I'm gonna
Chappelle.
go
I
see
get it.
Chappelle
Nigga,
tonight.
whatever.
I might fuck with y'all.
Loyalty or respect? Which one? Loyalty or respect?
No, I was already committed. But I was already committed.
Let me say this, man.
Yes.
I big you up, man.
Yeah, I wanna take a shot for
Yeah,
for
take a
that.
shot. Take a shot.
Take a shot.
Nah, I just big you up, man, because we've been seeing each other
Yes,
over the
you a funny
years.
motherfucker.
We'll run into each other, and
Yes.
you always was like, "Yo, come down."
I need
whatever.
you to come down. Goddamn,
And
you taking a shower with me?
let's build.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And you
And-
kept your word. And as soon as I knew I was coming to Miami, the
Yes.
first place I said I need to come to.
Goddamn, make some noise. Make some noise for that.
Take a shot, goddamn.
Oh, I'm taking my shot, baby.
That makes some noise. Is classic.
It is.
Yeah, we be just trying
With
to
the horns?
get
That
shit
shit
up.
is classic, bro. That's what makes the show.
So this African guy, he runs around. He's doing shit on the side of the car. He's
Where's
the
this
happiest
going?
guy.
Cousin Skeeter, Mustafa.
And then, he got a name?
Mustafa.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought he was just. I thought he was just.
Mufasa.
We just called him the Dancer African. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he-
Mufasa.
and then you not only do a video with him, you find the same outfit.
Yeah, he brought that.
Oh, he brought that to you?
Yeah, he brought that. Because he got his own. That's his brand.
That's his brand.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a marketing genius. Because I don't
know what the fuck y'all talking about. Who is this person?
You don't see him on Instagram? He dance.
On IG.
Yeah.
He dancing.
He just be looking too happy.
But he jump out the car and dance.
And he's in LA?
No, he came to LA and he was just like running around doing different collabs. And we was always like, again, showing each other flowers and giving each other flowers and saying we need to collab, meet up, and we did it. And the Chubb Rock joint.
Chubb Rock. But what was crazy was I thought he was gonna smoke you. Like when
dance off?
It was like a dance off. It was like because y'all was kick and you kept
we wasn't battling though.
To me, I'm outside looking.
But no cap. I'm really a dancer. Like.
You're really a dancer.
The way he said we wasn't battling like you would have battled.
No, he's dope. He's dope. But
what you saying?
We're different eras. I'm from the b-boy era, the rock steady crew.
You beefing right now.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like you beefing right now. Am I lying?
He's not lying. Like this nigga be like you can tell it. This nigga can stretch like that weird shit
like that.
Because you and Chris Brown, I felt like you and Chris Brown.
That's my man. Like if you ever talk to Chris Brown, just ask him about Affion's dance pedigree. He know. That's my guy. That's Lil Bro.
I'm saying the way you just said it.
Dance pedigree.
I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm gonna do you like JayZ just did. Look, this is what I do. We here in Miami.
Yeah. I don't live in Miami. I don't live in Cleveland. Who the fuck live in Cleveland? Why did he say that? He said Colorado. Who the hell lives in Colorado?
I think he just was naming obscure places at that point.
It sounded great.
Can you live?
I started doing my
everywhere. He lives everywhere. I live everywhere.
He lives everywhere. Holy moly, guacamole. But you stood up with the dance. So you saying you're really a dancer.
Yeah.
You really smoke Chris Brown or Usher.
No, I didn't say that.
Usher.
I didn't say that.
Or Usher. Any smoke, any competitives, you got the bet.
That's the versus he wants.
Let me tell you, no. And this is no knock to nobody. I'm gonna school y'all on dance knowledge. I would battle Usher.
Right.
I would not battle Chris Brown, and I'm gonna tell you why. Usher is not a natural dancer.
Okay.
He's choreographed, and over the years, he's gotten really good. Chris Brown is a natural-born dancer, and that motherfucker is incredible. Light-skinned class.
From light-skinned class.
Which you were not invited to. If you knew about it,
See, I
might be giving you too much. So you and Usher's in the same class.
They got like a Soho house just for them.
They got a card.
Yes, they got a card.
It's called Highlight House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you say Highlight House?
You guys see the sketch I put up on IG a few days ago. It's from my old show, but it's Highlight. It's like a spoof on Twilight about the first light-skinned nigga ever.
The first light-skinned nigga that what?
The first light-skinned nigga ever.
Wow, okay. Okay, I need that.
It's a parallel universe.
Shit was fine.
Right. So, you got a girl?
Where's this going?
I'm asking.
Yeah, I do.
I'm asking, is you smashing shit out there? Like,
where is this going, man?
He's a family man,
God damn it.
I'm saying, listen, when you're a new artist,
right?
When you're a new artist in hip hop, you want to be smashing everything out there. So I'm saying, are you as a new comedian, you're not finger popping? You're not out there. You're not out there.
Nah. Look, we don't get the same love as rappers. Like comedians, we don't get like the groupies and like they hanging out and screaming like,
we'll get big women bringing us food.
It is groupies, but see,
I like that. I like big women bringing food.
I said we get big women bringing us food backstage, but it's not like
we get food, shirts, like
mama. Have you ate today, baby? Like that.
Yeah. That's the groupie love we get.
Come by the restaurant tomorrow. Like, we get weird shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it ain't like
take a picture with the menu and we'll give you a free meal.
I went to a Mike Epps show backstage in Miami, and it was the calmest I've ever seen.
We're boring.
Like I went backstage and I was like, what the fuck? Like had it been a hip hop show, it would have been so much. Like I was the only guy smoking weed. People were looking at me. I was like, I got my medical card because I really do. You know what I mean? Right. But I was sitting. I was like, it was calm. No one touched each other's chicken.
We born
like Gatorade was safe.
Comedians are serious.
In hip hop, I'm going to Jay the room. He ain't in there. I'm going to take his dude say, "Yo, I'm gonna give you that bottle back after the show." You know what I mean? Like we violate each other.
It's different.
Y'all guys have respect for each other.
It's different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Be serious. That's it.
Yeah. It's just professionalism.
I think it's it really takes a lot. Not that it doesn't take a lot for rappers, but it takes a lot to get that dollar with a joke.
Right.
So by the time you get a little bit of something, and you know what I mean, you want to make sure you protect that. And then I think I respect his dressing room because I know how hard he worked to get what he got. So I'm not gonna go in this nigga and take his douce and go in his room and you know what I'm saying.
But this is the thing though.
You're a different guy.
Yeah, you know, no, it's us. It's all rap. We all do it to each other.
But comedy, we don't know how y'all gonna react. See, like rappers, y'all know because the record playing. Like we can play the record.
You know
and
the
y'all
song's
can see
a hit.
exactly.
Right,
you can know the reaction. But even if you know, like Affion, you know you came to see him, you still don't know how you gonna react when you hear him.
Right.
So it's just like it's instant gratification as far as like if you funny or not, or if you're not funny, you gonna get it immediately.
So let me ask you: do y'all repeat material, or does it always have to be exclusive?
No. Every city you repeat. Like once you get your act or your set, you repeat that show.
So if you have an act or a set for Smoke Champs, let's just say that 14
plug.
Okay, I didn't realize that.
Make some noise.
Give the Smoke Champs. Let's suppose you're doing a Smoke Champs tour and it's 14 dates.
Right.
So for those 14 dates, as long as those cities don't repeat, you use the same act.
Even if you're in the same city and
you're doing the same nights. You repeat.
Yeah, like I have 2 shows a night. I'm not gonna do 2 different hours.
You ever had someone that came to multiple shows and they were like, I already heard this, because they're just ignorant to the fact that you do that?
No. Most people that come to the show, they want to see it again. It's like seeing a movie.
Right.
They're like, oh man, that shit was funny. So they come back, they know what to expect, and they like what you do. So
it's not difficult for you to repeat it.
Not at all. Because I know I got a whole fresh audience.
Right.
So if it's one motherfucker in there that's gonna complain about, nigga, you came back. I didn't ask you to come back. You know what I mean? You came back to see me. I didn't say, hey, come back to the next show. I'm doing a whole new hour, nigga. Remix. I never said that.
But if you bombing and a nigga yell out, we heard that shit already. Ooh, that's the worst. That's the worst.
Somebody already tanking. They're already going down.
And then a nigga yell out.
I know that Walmart joke. Oh shit.
Because what happens is some people, and now it's getting around as a rule of thumb that you don't do, but some people after they release a stand-up special, they've tried to do those same jokes
I've seen
after.
That. I've seen that.
In the club or on the show.
It's disgusting. I've seen that.
And the people is like, hey nigga, what else you got?
I'm a real comedy fan. That's disgusting.
Yes.
Like if I can see your shit on HBO Max and then see your shit in the motherfucking
But that's why
it's the same shit. Nah, man.
That's why it's so hard, though. Yeah, it's lazy for a comedian.
Yeah,
but that's why it's so unfair, because rappers, y'all could do this. They want the same shit. They want the classics. If you don't do the classics, they're gonna be mad as fuck.
That's true. That when it comes to music, but I'm talking about shaping the same show together. I could do the same classics, but I have to do it differently. I have to do a different show. I have to take a beat of a Super Thug, and I got to replace that with, something else. I got
you have to have a new show.
So this way, you're doing the same material, but you're doing it in a different way. So this way, as I do a tour, I'll never do that way again. I always revamp the situation.
So if you bomb doing the same material, do you say, okay, I'm gonna change this, or you just keep at it?
Some material you got to work out until it gets funny. Right. Like there might be a nucleus of an idea, but you just haven't worked it out all the way. Right. And then there's just some material that's just bad.
Like some material might be great, it's just how you timed it.
How you time it, and then how you word it, maybe how you place it within the set. It might work better at the end or in the middle, or if you add another element to it, you just never know.
So right now, this is cancel culture.
Right.
Did you say anything about anybody? Yeah. You could be canceled.
It must be the toughest time for a comedian.
I don't give a fuck about.
But here's the thing though. We still get a pass as comedians. It's just lately it gets extremely awkward. Like if I say something about the gay community, it'll get extremely awkward. Where it's like, if I don't have a reputable name and it doesn't make sense.
Big up to Jared from Carbone, my brother. Big up to Jared from Carbone. God damn it. Go ahead, continue.
Hey, yo, Jared, let me borrow that shirt later for the show, bro.
Continue. Look, Jared look like Miami Vice for real.
He do.
He look like my Barry. Go ahead, continue. So
No, but like, it gets awkward. And like, even if you have a name, it has to be funnier. Then if I don't have a name, like if I don't have, it's gonna get awkward. The crowd, I lost the crowd. It's over with.
Because comedy used to be the safe place. Like when we started the show, I placed us in the comedy category, and we ended up changing the music because I was like, we gonna get canceled. You know what I'm saying? Like if we put ourselves in the comedy section, there's people will be a little bit more like lenient with us or whatever we're saying. They'll tolerate some more
Right.
shit,
Right.
and then we change the music.
In my
You
opinion,
ever been threatened to be canceled?
no. Yeah, I'm about to kill that right now.
No.
In my opinion, we put too much. We give too much power to cancel culture.
You're right. You're right.
It's all bullshit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Kanye West.
Yeah, he been canceled a couple times.
Kanye West
In
is
every-
fucking. He is the genius
Yes.
who. This nigga hugged the devil with a MAGA hat on. And everybody was like, fuck that nigga, we not dealing with him no more, blah, blah, blah. Multiple times they wanted to cancel Kanye
I said,
over all
fuck
kind
that
of
nigga,
shit.
I ain't dealing with him no more.
And you got the Yeezys on.
And then
I was one of them.
I'm dropping a new album. Oh, I'm buying my
He
ticket.
sent me
I'm
some
buying my
free
ticket.
clicks. I said, all right, I forgive you, man.
Nigga, did you see how many people was
It
in
didn't go like
Atlanta
that.
last night?
Yeah, it was
crazy.
Yeah.
So that's proof that if you just, we're in a society where everybody's attention span is so fucking short. You could say some shit tomorrow and get canceled, and then 2 weeks later, you drop a new single, and they be like, oh, that new N.O.R.E. shit is.
I
is
agree with you,
banging."
but here's the part I just slightly have a separate opinion. I agree with everything you just said, but I feel that Instagram made other people feel so important that even the people that
All
even,
social media,
all social media made people feel so important that they were like, I don't give a fuck if he's canceled or not. I want to be the first one to have a picture with him. So everyone would just go and just disregard to everything else.
Facts.
That's what I feel. I feel like this.
Yeah, all of that plays into it though.
Yeah.
I don't believe. I'm not concerned about cancel culture because I know these niggas got short attention span.
I think we only got one out of I got 3 comedians who don't give a fuck and will continue to say it. Paul Mooney, Patrice O'Neal, and Corey Holcomb.
Rest in peace, Paul Mooney.
Rest in peace of Paul Mooney and Patrice.
Yeah,
Patrice, my man. That was the homie.
Only thing we got left is Corey. Corey don't give a fuck. If you go to a Corey Holcomb show live, he don't give a fuck.
And he beat up our other comedian that we had on here, Ari Spears. That's Corey Holcomb, right? He beat up Ari Spears.
Did he?
He beat him up.
He beat him up?
Yeah, it's on fucking YouTube. What the fuck? Why y'all acting like this is...
Nah,
I'm asking you a question.
Nah, it
He
wasn't
came
Corey.
on the show after this.
No, it wasn't Corey. It wasn't Corey.
okay.
It was his co-host.
his co-host.
Him and Aries got
All right,
into it.
yeah, same shit to me, you know what I mean? Like,
It's not Corey, N.O.R.E.
All right, yeah.
Bars, nigga.
Yeah, bars, yeah. Corby, you come see us.
Tell a different
Ari
story.
Spears could come see us. So, you never got canceled. You never got threatened to be canceled. Never.
I mean, I personally, again, I say what I mean, so I don't.
But you also said that you're careful, not careful, but you
I do it tactfully.
Right.
So I try to do everything tactfully. But if someone wants to be hypersensitive to something I say, I said what I said.
That's the danger of cancel culture. It's just depending on anybody. I don't like the way you sounded, the way your mannerisms were. They offended me, and then I'm trying to cancel you.
Right, and that's too much freedom
Right.
for them niggas to have. I don't play into that. I say what I say.
God damn it. Let's make some noise for that, God damn it.
That's the Bruce Lee in me.
Listen, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared for comedians at one point because like I said, I look to y'all to get me out. If it's a situation, it was so fucked up in 9/11, you know, when I'm going through all that, that's what I look for. I look for the next special for a comedian to kind of make fun of it without offending somebody.
Yeah.
But I'm not a person who can say who's offended or not, though. You know what I'm saying? But I always wanted a person to make fun of it so it can make light of the situation. Not like we're making light of
And
the
it's always
actual
gonna happen.
situation in its totality. But we want to, you know, like that was our first quarantine. Us living in New York. When I lived in Jersey at the time, when I could just go out and look and see the actual Twin Towers burning. Like we couldn't go into the city. Our phones wasn't working. So that was our first quarantine.
Right.
So that was one of the first things I looked for was not to how to make fun of this situation, but how do we have fun? Period.
How do we
at that
find
time.
some sunshine?
Yeah. How do we?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. So now, but shit. Now with all this shit, like I think I seen the Plastic Bag Boys. They made
Plastic Cup Boys.
Yo.
No, it does the remix.
Yo.
I fuck up everybody's name.
You fuck up everybody's name, man.
It's the plastic bag.
The Plastic Bag Boys.
Yo, was I confident though? How I said it though? I was confident because I just watched they shit.
Plastic Bag Boys.
Yeah. No, I think I can
Mr.
fuck
Lee's
with
ready to
them.
look up the Plastic
Yeah,
Bag
listen,
Boys.
I think I can
What's
fuck
my
with
name?
I think I can fuck with the Plastic Bag Boys. Affion Crockett.
What? He's a Davy Crockett.
That nigga said Afrin. Affion Crockett.
Affion Crockett, come on. All right. I put syllables in your shit.
I'll take it.
But I think the Plastic Bag, like when I seen the Plastic Cup Boys, I was like, I said, I think I could go after them. Like,
Why you say that?
I think I could hang with them.
Like comedy-wise?
Yeah. You think so?
No. Shout out to my boy Nice.
Nah,
Those my guys.
Yeah, that's your bucket list. You want to?
That's my bucket list. I think I'm gonna try out.
You want to try stand-up? Or specifically, you got a vendetta against the Plastic
No,
Cup
he wants to do stand-up.
I want to do stand-up.
You want to do stand-up? Oh yeah, you kidding?
Shout out to the Plastic Cup Boys.
Yeah, but I want to go through Plastic Cup Boy training and your training.
All right, I got you.
I'm gonna go through it, timing,
I got you.
all type of shit.
All of that.
I think I can hang.
I'm gonna take you through the sensei version of the shit.
I seen Nick Cannon now. I'm already above him. You know what I'm saying? Like he good. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Nick Cannon. That's my guy.
Yeah, he's good. He good for picking talent, but he don't really got. You know what I mean?
That's not true though.
Yeah, you think he's funny?
I'm gonna disagree.
I ain't like. Let me stop.
I'm gonna disagree.
Nah, I'm gonna
say. I've said it publicly a lot of times. Nick is he's hilarious and he's a genius.
Yes.
And I was able to work with him on Wild 'N Out.
Yes.
Very closely to see how this nigga multitasks like 6 different jobs as the producer, creator, host, talent.
Yes.
That nigga's a genius.
Yeah.
And
nobody said he's not.
He's very funny. Sometimes it doesn't always translate with the way he delivers it or whatever, but with the people, but that nigga is a genius. And I feel like he don't get the just due for it.
I agree. Yeah. I just say I'm coming.
I got you.
That's all.
Whenever you're ready, man.
Just letting y'all know.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Whenever.
Y'all thinking it's a joke.
That's the part.
It is
it's supposed to be a joke.
That's a bar. Right. That's a bar.
That's a bar. Man, oh man, I love comedy, man. I just love it, period. With this cancel culture keep going out, is it gonna be watered down? Now we're gonna get the next version of Mike Epps, and he can't say this, he can't say this. The next your next comedy special, you can't say this. Is it I mean, because that's just where it seems like Kevin Hart actually literally went on an apology tour and still didn't get the job. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's real. You know, he's rich as shit, so I don't feel sorry for him like that. But I did feel sorry for the situation because I was like,
he took a stance though.
Okay, meaning
he apologized first, and then when they wanted him to keep apologizing, that's when he was just like, nah, I'm not gonna keep tap dancing for y'all. Right. I sincerely said what I said. I apologized sincerely, and y'all keep wanting to. And every talk show he went on, he was like, yo, I'm not talking about this. Stop asking me about this shit. Mm-hmm. So he declined the job.
And I think the difference is going forward that probably is like he apologized for that particular gig, which is this structure that, you know, is asking for him to apologize. We just got to keep creating our own jobs.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And make those and amplify those jobs to pay well, and that way you don't have to succumb to those type of situations.
Come on, let's give it up for that. Let's give it up for that. EFN. That's real talk though. Yeah. I'm ownership for me is key. So we don't have to keep asking. I don't like asking.
Right.
I just produce.
God damn it. So, Paul Mooney.
Oh, I don't trust none of these niggas. I don't. Oh, don't say my name unless you want all the smoke that comes along with it, nigga. Okay. Yeah. I've seen you, N.O.R.E. I've seen you.
I met Paul Mooney once, and I said,
your teeth are whiter than those people. Your teeth are whiter than these people.
I said, Paul, I want you to come on my show. This is the time where y'all guys ran into Black Panther.
Oh, when we was in LA.
We was in REVOLT.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I seen Paul Mooney in passing. He was walking by. I was like, yo, man, they must have told him, like, yo, that's N.O.R.E, the rapper. And then I asked about the show, and he was
like, what does he rap?
They just said, they just said, yo, he just said he's a rapper. What are you talking about the show? And they must have said, yo, and he said, oh, no. This is before cancel culture was hot. I can't do Paul Mooney impression like you. He's like, no, young brother, you don't want me on your show unless you want to get canceled.
Little did he know we wanted him on the show to potentially get canceled.
And I looked at him and because that word wasn't popular at the time, canceled.
Right.
So I really didn't know what the fuck he meant. So I was just like, oh, okay, it was hilarious. I laughed. But then I thought about it after he passed away. I said, oh shit, he might have was trying to give me a jewel. Like,
he definitely was.
He meant the show getting canceled, which is what happens to TV shows. That's before the cancel. He was like, if you don't want you want your show to last.
He thought the network owned us in that way.
Niggas don't want me on there.
We black TV. We ain't getting canceled. Oh Oh man, so who that you? I think we established it. Who your favorite comedian was? Was it that
Eddie.
Richard Eddie, right?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite comedian?
Earthquake.
And Earthquake is the
Hands
first comedian that discovered me and gave me my first comedy dollar.
Okay, all right.
Beast.
I gotta figure out who Earthquake is. Let me figure.
You don't know who Earthquake
Is
is?
it the big homie?
Yeah,
No, he not big. He chunky. That's Lavelle. You thinking Lavelle?
Is he the one who just hung out with Dave Chappelle?
Yes.
On the rooftop
Yes,
on
Earthquake.
DL Hughley?
Yes, he from
Oh,
DC.
okay, yeah. I know.
Yeah,
Earthquake
Chappelle just
is.
shot his special. He just produced it.
He shot, I think he shot all DC.
He's a
all the
DC OG, yeah.
Oh wow, because it's
Earthquake.
Chappelle from DC too,
Yeah.
right? He from the middle class of DC too. He be saying it. He like he ain't from the hood. I like that, Chappelle. Keep it Rigadelia. Your favorite comedian is Earthquake. That's interesting.
Because he was the first comedian to take me on the road.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's an interior.
But it's not that. But it was just that.
you
it
gotta
wasn't that. But just
style.
seeing him, yeah.
You guys knew you had that in common? You said he was the first comedian to give
Exactly.
you your dog?
I didn't know that until I met him.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I told him.
And you was his feature?
No.
Or you
He
was his
saw
host?
me before Bob Sumner saw me in Charlotte and put me on Def Comedy Jam. Earthquake was the first big comedian that saw me and thought I had potential and brought me down to his club in Atlanta and paid me. That was my first money that I made as a comedian.
Why? Because you was
As a young comedian. I was only months in.
You was interning before that?
No, nigga.
No, he made up his own bio.
nigga.
This is after you worked at Denny's, you know what I'm saying?
Because that's how a lot of comedians get on, though. They do it for free, right?
For sure.
Oh, no. Well, we don't call it interning. But no, we definitely...
So he had a point. He had a point. He had a point.
Definitely a lot of free...
I've done a lot of
He gave you a good name for that, though.
Interning is sophisticated.
I did a lot of interning radio. Yeah.
Radio, too?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I did radio.
Where radio was that?
I'm not going to say the name, but in Charlotte.
Oh, okay.
Remember a dude named Nate Quick in radio?
Sounds familiar.
No, you don't know. You don't know Matt Damon.
He don't even know Matt Damon.
Look, I should stop asking this nigga about names.
That nigga said.
Just got his Google her face. Hey, I know him.
You do know who Nas is, though, right?
Come on, brother. Yo. Absolutely not. Can you explain? Big up to Nas' new album, King
Big up to Nas, man.
And you know what?
I'm gonna take a shot for that.
On that, I haven't done a lot of this publicly. I've done a lot of this on the side. I'm saying Eminem. I thought Eminem dumbed his stuff down.
You've been dissing Eminem a lot.
Not
on the
dissing,
show, bro. No, you
I
have
have an opinion. Dissing is fuck him and all that.
No,
I've been having, so I can never say dissing. I've been having an opinion, and I don't know if Eminem made this verse for me specifically.
Pacifically?
Specifically.
See, I heard pacifically, as in the ocean.
Yes. No, it's spur with a spur.
He wants a spur.
Okay. I stand out.
Yeah, specifically.
Still doesn't work, but it's good.
But let me tell you, Eminem, you made me proud, man. That Nas verse, I don't know.
See, I'm biased.
Because this is what I want from him. Honestly, so sorry. I know this is gonna sound fucked up. I want Eminem to sound like he's on drugs. So what?
So what?
I like that.
I'm honest. I like when Eminem was drugged out. He's my favorite artist when he's drugged out.
Okay.
Sober, not so much, right?
Okay.
He sounded drugged out again. I love it.
Why are you biased? Why are you biased, you say?
I mean, I always think M is incredible.
No, he's incredible.
He's
M is incredible. But when he starts talking about drugs, I love it.
I got you.
I love it. He talking about Percocet, Molly. He put some shit in the
I
bitch
prefer
ass.
the sober M, because I'm the sober guy.
You don't really prefer the sober M.
I do.
Now that's
No, I rocks with M.
Nah,
you lose yourself in the soldier. You're gonna never let you go. That's ecstasy.
I guarantee he wasn't on ecstasy on that.
It's something. That's some type of Xanax.
It wasn't ecstasy though.
It's some type of some shit.
He writes so incredible. I would like to think that he's on drugs every time, because the
He was
shit
definitely on
he be
drugs,
thinking
this new
about
verse.
and the way he bends whole sentences, that motherfucker's
Now,
incredible.
this new verse, he was definitely on drugs, even if he wasn't on drugs. Like, I'm just telling you.
I feel that.
That's serious. Like, you listen to it, that's drugged out Eminem. That's the dude I fell in love with.
So is Eminem over Jada? Lyrically?
You asking Africa?
You.
What's my name?
African. He asking African.
asking Africa?
Are you asking
Africa?
Octagon?
Africa.
Are you asking
East Africa?
Are you asking Ethiopia? Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
I'm going to talk to East Africa.
Affiliation.
Okay.
You're talking to affiliation.
Ghana.
I will answer this. I won't answer that. But I will answer this. I also owe, just I said I owed Eminem an apology. I also owe Jada Kiss an apology. And I'm going to tell you why. He's my friend. I get him on FaceTime. Very close friend of mine. But for years, I never put him in that category.
What?
With JayZ. And with Nas. And even with Biggie and Pop. For years, I had him in that second category. Right after that class, I had Jada there. And I tell you, he shut me the fuck up.
A lot of people. He shut a lot of people the fuck up.
He showed me, not because I'm your friend, N.O.R.E, but I'm really top 5.
He said it. Dead or alive.
Alive.
He said it.
So I sincerely apologize. Maybe because we're so
But see,
close.
I understand your ranking though, because there's so many MCs, right? But when you're talking about that 10 slot,
Yeah.
I understand why you think of the classes. Because the class you talking about, I have Talib, Common.
Talib just
like,
texted me.
yeah, he texted me too.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
he in town with you, but there's tiers. I feel like it's not a knock. It's like the generation that came after the like Rakim and you know what I'm saying.
You can take one more shot. 2 ain't gonna do nothing.
Nah.
You're a grown ass man. What the hell are you doing? Let this man just drink champs, nigga. You want drink champs, nigga.
Don't let Led Zeppelin down.
Yeah, Led Zeppelin will bite the helmet off a pigeon. You know what I'm saying?
That's Ozzy Osbourne.
So I know.
And it's a fact.
Same niggas to me. Same niggas to me.
Right, same nigga. Yeah, same name.
Yeah, same.
Ozzy Zeppelin.
But I hear what you're saying. I get the.
Yeah, I kid you not, and I still haven't told that to Jada because I got to tell him that in his face.
Right.
I
You gotta FaceTime him.
Yeah, no, that's not real face to face.
Nah, we need him right here,
Yeah,
man.
I gotta tell. And the whole locks is
Yeah.
elite. Like let's
We
be
need the
clear.
best.
Always been.
Will comedians ever do verses? Like a version of verses? You and Kevin
Well,
Hart.
they
kinda.
do. No. They do roast me, which to me is the funniest fucking show, and it's the funniest version of what versus is. If you do a versus like how kind of. After me and Kevin went viral roasting
y'all
each
did
other,
like a verse.
it was just me and him.
But I feel like that was like
live.
salt and pepper.
Just what?
Like Salt and Pepper the group? Like Push It?
What?
I feel like y'all was salt and pepper.
Like the
it was-
group?
It was like a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper.
Oh.
Salt and pepper.
It's
Africa.
Afghanistan. Nah, I think if you do a versus in the same way that the artists do it, and it's just two comedians going back and forth, I think that shit's gonna get old in about 7 minutes. It's not gonna last an hour long. Like,
Y'all gonna be over talking each other?
yeah, it's gonna
no,
be
but it don't
over-talking.
gotta be that way. It's just doing the material, like the original verses. Remember, the original verses wasn't so much of a battle. It's just you do
But that's what people
your
gonna
song, I do my song.
So
But
right
there's
now,
two
let's-
comedians, that's what they're gonna want
All
to
right,
see.
so let's just say it was one versus, just to fuck it up. It messed up. What 2 comedians do you think it would be? And who got the best Wi-Fi?
I don't see it. I don't see comedic verses.
I see.
Who do you see? Who do you see?
What we talking now? Face to face? In the theaters? Gucci Man?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jeezy
What-
style?
Yeah.
Dipset and Locks.
Dipset Locks
Same, a bunch of niggas on stage, a lot of comedian niggas. and who's your 2 comedians that you want to see go at it?
Mike Epps and Kevin Hart.
That actually hit though.
I want Mike
But
Epps.
what are they doing? Are they just snapping on each other?
No,
are they doing
just
stand
material.
up?
I think it should be material. You
Should be
do
2 minutes,
you do
2
one
minutes.
thing, I do the next.
2 minutes, 2
next.
minutes.
Yeah. That's probably the better way.
Two
No, that's too difficult. That's too difficult. You would have to let them go like either 20 and 20. You would have to let them do their whole set because
No, it shouldn't be a. I don't think it should be a set.
No?
It
Why
can't be a
not?
set. It gotta be like whatever the one joke is.
Yep.
Boom, and then you like whatever.
Nah,
Maybe it's not time.
It's too fragmented.
You just boom, you go.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay, that's another word I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you why. disjointed.
En pedazos.
Hey, man.
Okay.
You're going too far. Okay.
But Chris Rock is one of the greats. He's one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Love all of his specials. But the one he did where he was in 3 different locations and he edited it
Was that
together.
Bigger, Blacker, and Blue?
No. It was called Kill the Messenger.
Yeah, he was in the UK, right?
He was in the UK, he was in Africa, and he was somewhere in the US.
Yeah.
And he edited mid-sentence
Yeah,
some of the
that
jokes.
didn't work.
It doesn't feel cohesive.
Yeah, you're
so
right.
when you have comedians, what Mike Epps does one joke and then Kev does one joke, I don't know that.
What if it was more choreographed?
I feel like y'all being too professional.
Between
At
the
the end
two.
of the day, what makes y'all comedians is be able to bag, to be able to joke on each other.
But that's
like,
their show. That's roast me.
Yeah, that's how I feel like it should go back to. I feel like one night
shit is
alone,
like a bunch of niggas in a classroom.
Steve Harvey against Ced the Entertainer,
just snapping
on suits. Who got the better cigars?
I just feel like not too many people will sign up for it though.
Because it's subjective. Because comedy is subjective.
Yes.
It's meaning like
hip hop is subjective.
You might not be feeling to be. You don't want to laugh today, but you can always feel a record. Like the record can always end up making you do something. But
but joke could always make me laugh though. I could be in the worst mood.
But snapping is gonna be a little bit more freestyle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and what happens with snapping, and you can tell from their show, Your Mama, all them shows.
Thanks.
At some point, even the best roasters hit a string of bad ones.
Yeah.
And it gets boring. Like everybody's like, that was a bad one. Try again.
Yeah.
Like when they roasted Donald Trump.
Yeah, even those shows, it gets stale. It'll get stale quick.
Right.
Yeah, it gets stale.
Yeah.
Jokes are not like hits. You put on what? That shit's gonna bang everywhere.
Timeless.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Come on, my nigga. Come on, son.
That's correct.
So maybe he should do a stand up to the beat.
Gotta relax.
I agree. I agree.
It's timeless.
Timeless.
Oh my God. That's what I feel. I feel like Kevin Hart. One night only, just Kevin Hart.
It's one night
against Mike Epps. Let me keep going.
Make the call.
Steve Harvey.
You're gonna keep going with this.
Against Cedric.
Keep going.
Affion Crockett.
Who?
Affion Tequila.
Yeah, you're a drink now.
Against y'all ready? Against who? Who y'all think? Gotta go salt and pepper again. Michael Blacksman.
Blacksman? Who is Michael Blacksman?
I was gonna say
Michael Blacksman.
Who's Michael Blacksman?
Who's that dude?
That's funny.
Him. Yo, do you ever see him eat with his hands? He gotta stop that.
He's from Africa, bro.
Nah, man. Stop, man.
What you mean?
Nah, that's what they do. That's culture.
It is.
Nah, man. It's the way he do it. Like,
nigga, I'm
He's
Trini.
really from Africa.
I'm Trini. If
Listen,
you catch me eating
you go
roti
like
with
this.
a fork, I'm.
This guy go like this. I'm like, I literally like. And it made me feel like I don't like African food. I don't think I don't like African food. I don't like the way Michael Blacksman eats the shit.
What is his name, nigga?
Michael Blacksman. I ain't saying
Michael Blacksmith?
Yo,
Blacksmith.
N.O.R.E you got a good 10 minutes, bro, of stand up. You can do.
He can just say people's names wrong.
Exactly.
Say wrong
I'm dead
name.
serious.
All
This is
day.
how look at his Instagram. He almost made me throw up the other day. He went like this. And I don't know if he's doing this on purpose. He go like
To
this.
you.
He looking at this shit. He goes.
Well, that has to be on purpose.
Sorry. He go like that. And then he licks all his fingers. I'm like, this is not.
Nah, he's definitely doing it on purpose.
This is not
He's
the
definitely
right
on
way
purpose.
you're supposed to eat the African scene. I get he trying to show America that we eat.
And you know if they like you, they feed you.
Yeah, we gotta stop this.
Well, Ethiopians.
Yeah. Listen, man, we gotta stop. You been to Africa?
No.
They gonna keep you if you go to Africa. I'm just throwing it out there. They don't got light skinned brothers like you. They gonna think you Drake.
No, you go to South Africa. You good?
Right.
South Africa.
Yeah, they down there.
straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
down
warring
there
in
in
South
South
Africa right now. You
No,
don't
South
wanna go
Africa.
there. Yeah, they
wild.
It's going down.
Yeah.
All right. What's the wildest place you ever went to say comedy?
To say comedy?
Just say it. You just go there and say the word comedy, and then you leave.
This nigga's hilarious.
Drink champ. The wildest place to say comedy. That's our new slogan.
Think you're Afrikaans.
You ain't go to Saudi Arabia where they was like, you can't curse.
Nah, I never been over there.
Really? Okay. Dubai, none of that?
Nah.
Yo, he
I ain't
said,
got your money
blame-
yet.
He said the perfect. Saudi Arabia, Dubai.
Right. The places where he gets a bag at, he can say that shit.
Hey man, long time now. Right. No, I always be wondering because comedians go out there, and I went to I forget what part of Middle East.
What part of
the Middle East? Because
it's
the government actually hired us to actually perform for the troops.
Oh, you mean the U.S. government?
Yeah, U.S. government. Yeah. Oh, one time
he was just going for the Iranian government.
No, not to make it about me, but one time we was going to Iraq because in my rhymes I say I'm from Iraq, but I don't mean Iraq there. So we wrote the U.S. government and said we're going to Iraq. This was real.
I like how he explained that as if we don't know his fucking career. Like we not N.O.R.E. fans. We know what the fuck Iraq is.
And you know
what? You thought he was in the Gulf War.
Listen, you know what the U.S. government told us? You can go. We can't tell you can't go, but don't call us.
Wait, but
if anything happens.
Who set up this trip for you? You didn't go with the USO or anything?
No, when I went to the U.S., the Army, that was great.
USO, yeah.
But there was a show that we had. It was like in Kuwait. Right, some real shit.
So like some terrorists hired you? Like, yo, we gonna have N.O.R.E. over here.
We were like, fuck it. The United States delivery said, we're not coming to get you. Like, if the shit happened, we definitely said, fuck the show. Like, you want to feel like your country gonna come get you, right? Like, you hope. All right, so where's the wildest place you told comedy at?
Told comedy? Yes.
After you said it, where did you tell it?
After you said it. Like you were in Kentucky, like you was drinking bourbon.
Kentucky was the wildest place.
What's the whitest place? All right, let's talk about that.
Oh, that was
the whitest place I ever been was early in my career. I had to go to West Virginia.
I was gonna say West Virginia.
Do jokes
in the mountains?
In this mountain tavern. and it worked. I mean, that's when I first learned you can just be yourself and they're gonna laugh.
Right.
Instead of trying to like placate. But what I did was I pulled one of the guys. He had cowboy boots. He had the whole shit on, the cowboy hat, cowboy boots. And I said, I bet you know how to line dance. He's like, you goddamn right I do.
Okay, I don't know how to line dance. What is that?
Did you battle him?
It's a country, yeah. I said, I bet I could do everything he does on a line dance. I ain't know what the fuck he's gonna do. But I just, to get that camaraderie and to not be hung, goddammit, I was like, let's get him up here and get him to do his line dance. And so he got up there, and everybody was like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, Jimbo. Go ahead, show him how to do it."
Now his name was Jimbo.
I don't fucking remember. It just sounds like.
Was they calling you Jimbo?
No.
That sounds a little racial.
No, it was whatever they were calling him.
Okay.
And so yeah, that was the whitest place I ever.
They didn't call you Jimbo though. You're not sure.
Guess what they call him?
Drake.
Affion Crockett.
Affion Crockett.
Affion.
Where's the whitest place you ever
Transformers.
Where's the whitest place you ever performed?
Cleveland, Tennessee.
Cleveland?
There's a Cleveland, Tennessee?
There's a Cleveland, Tennessee.
Because there's a Cleveland?
There's a Miami, Ohio.
There's a Cleveland, Ohio.
All right.
And Miami, Ohio.
There's a Miami, Ohio.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And there's a Cleveland, Tennessee.
And there's a Cleveland, Tennessee. And let me just guess. It's in Tennessee, right?
Yes.
Not Cleveland. All right.
Just to be clear. When you said it.
So what happened in Cleveland, Tennessee?
It's white people get silent.
Confusing.
Like when you're not doing good, this was early on. Like if they can't relate initially, they just get quiet. So now it's like you're talking in the mirror. It could be a room full of people and it's just quiet.
Ooh.
So you could be like, and that's what I told them. Silence.
Did you crack them at any point?
We did notice you have a Led Zeppelin shirt on, so
Shut up.
That's why you wore it, because he wore it there to try to.
Before you met your girl, you was taking down things in Tennessee, white girls. Before you met your girl.
His wife.
Before you met your
girl. Yeah, a little bit.
Go take a shot.
Oh, yeah, take a shot.
Take a
real shot.
Take a shot.
Come on, take a real shot. You good? You 2 shots ain't gonna do
kind of
nothing to you,
right there.
Good. And you got a girl too?
I'm chilling, man. You know?
I don't know what that means, sir.
You don't need to know. It's a light skin meat.
Like that's a part of the light skin meat. I gotta hit Chris Brown and them niggas up.
N.O.R.E starting a dating service. That's why he's asking.
Hey man, why not? Why not, man? They got Tumblr. Now I'm gonna get your number.
Now get your number.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm making right now? Nanny box.
Nanny bots?
Nanny box.
What is
Nanny box?
What is nanny box?
Bots or
be
bots?
A robot that just watch your baby.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
So anywhere you at, you can just pull up.
I got two daughters.
That's
useful.
That's useful.
I will not trust him with no robot.
Well, no, I got the real nanny box. This shit is real.
It's a real one.
All right. I had Ray J make it, but I feel like I'm going to another
Shout
company.
out to Ray J.
Raycon's making Nettie
Raycon?
That's funny.
That's my brother Ray J. He give you products, but they only work on his crib.
Right.
That is a terrible endorsement, bro. You take that back.
He owns
Take
it.
that back.
He owns it. As soon as he leave your crib, you be like, yo, Ray J, my shit don't work no more. He's like, those are the protocols. I love it, man.
Prototypes.
Prototypes. Same shit. All right, let's do it.
Prototypes, Affion.
All right, anything else y'all want to say before we get up out of here?
Plastic cup.
Man, just appreciate y'all having us. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for coming, man.
My brother Brandon.
Appreciate
was
that.
down.
Appreciate for bringing me in, man.
Yes, hell yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm proud of your journey, man. From MC to now you and Budden out here, podcast,
we here,
moguls and
we
shit.
here.
You doing it? You doing big things.
Last thing, how about Bernie Mac, man? Because I remember you did a sketch where Bernie Mac pulled you over and everything.
Yeah, that was on my Def Comedy Jam set, and then I ended up doing his last movie with him. Yeah.
What
You said
was
Beavis
that?
and Butthead?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't tell me it was Soul Man.
Yeah.
You came out. You was like, I forget what your character was off the
Lester,
hook.
yeah.
Lester the Chester, them child molester.
No. Cancel culture.
He said it with total confidence.
No, that's not it.
That nigga's hilarious.
What was it?
Lester the court jester.
Kinda used to be the child molester.
No molestation in there.
Okay, but you sampled Bernie Mac record.
Yeah, him and Sam Jackson's characters. The real deal.
The real deal.
Sampled their record and was, bootlegging it down in the basement.
And y'all sampled it in front of him. You knew he was there.
My name is Lester, the court jester. All you other rap niggas done messed up. I'll take you to school a semester, take you to court and sequester. I'm the judge and the jury, Bruce Lee, Fist of Fury. You don't want to with me, the L-E-S-T-E-R-A, in the story. Grab my girl by the waist, slap my girl in the face. When her mama died, I moved inside her crib, now it's my place. C-L-E-O, she best be home. Every time I get back from another bitch breaking me off. Dog, I never waste time, I just sample bass lines. I don't make music, I just abuse it when I'm spitting these fake rhymes. This is my hustle flow. You other niggas hustle slow, bust a blow. You ain't making money funny, what you hustle for? Get the fuck out my grill, or you get killed.
That's the whole song.
Where's he supposed to be from?
Chester, the court jester.
In the movie, he was supposed to be from Tulsa, but that's based off a character that I used to do in Carolina. So that's why he sounds so like just southern and just cartoon.
And you wrote that rhyme?
Yeah.
Sure. I'm fucking with you.
What's my name?
Chester, the court jester.
African, the child molester.
Give it up for Stillwater.
Yo, wait, hold on. Before you leave, Jay's not coming here, so we got him here.
Oh, you gotta do JayZ.
He said Jay's not coming.
This is his favorite
What
shit.
y'all talking about?
We talking about Japanese whiskey.
I don't have to do anything I don't want to do.
Okay, you sure you don't want to? Your man can have one more shot. Two ain't gonna do
No,
nothing.
he can't have that. We have to work today.
You have to work today.
No, you a bad influence.
Can we come to the brunch?
That's a coveted invitation. He a fan. I don't know if you want that. It's a lot of things you gotta do in order to get that invitation.
What's Illuminati shit?
Nah, I don't know what that is. I have no clue what that is, but I'm just talking about being fresh. I'm talking about you gotta write a lot of bars. N.O.R.E wrote some bars, but he ain't wrote as much as me.
The Rock is in the building.
It's in here.
We got the Ace of Spades.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
God damn, that was a great way to end it. Let's do it. Now we go. We're gonna take pictures.
Let's do it.
Then you do some drops, and then you're released.
Let's do it.